Hello. Today I plan to speed build and review one of the smaller LEGO Star Wars battle packs I've ever seen. That being the Ambush on Mandalore battle pack, coming in at only 109 pieces, and with a notably abridged box. I think the 501st Clone Troops package was like at least an inch longer, so I just noticed that when I picked it up. It's pretty noticeable. It's a strange move. I would think that the customer would feel like they're getting more if they had a bigger box, so I'm not sure why LEGO decided to do that, but anyway, side note. Uh, nice selection of figures with the Mandalorian Warrior, the Mandalorian Night Owl, two Imperial Commandos. I can imagine people will probably collect and army build the Imperial Commandos with the same fervency they do the clones if George Lucas had done the sequel trilogy and had created scenes with masses of Imperial remnant troops running around, kind of like the clones in the prequels. That would have been cool. But I digress. So yeah, we have the top of the box with the to scale image of an Imperial Commando. Here's this side with some Mandos running around. Other side with a little bit of warnings and standard info. More info on the bottom, including the old UPC. Then on the back, got the features on display here. Yes, so Best Buy sent me a $10 off certificate, good until Christmas Day. And I was able to get this. It had been marked down for the retail of $19.99, and it was going for $16.49. And then with that certificate, it was $6.49. So even with tax, I paid $6.99 free shipping. So it's a phenomenal value for me personally to have this size of a set for $7. So let's pop it open and see what we got going on inside. All right. Three bags. Three base plate sized pieces. One instructions manual. All right, time to build. So as I was positioning this set for review, two things occurred to me. One, it's growing on me a lot faster than I thought it would. And two, it would be perfect for building dioramas. I used to do that years ago. I would go outside into the elements and use red dirt for Geonosis or sand for Tatooine or ashes for Mustafar. I could see putting this out in some fine sifted red dirt that almost matches the rocky tan right over here, and in the natural sunlight, making some cool dioramas. I could also see this going really well with multiples if you had like 3 of them lined up, like a storefront, except it's a Rocky Mountain Fortress front, which is like a storefront made for more violent situations. That would be pretty cool. I'm surprised how much I really like just the whole design of the look of it with the crags and with the little entryway here. Kind of reminds me of a smaller version of the Ewok Forest playset from Kenner for Return of the Jedi, just because of the playset environmental features instead of it being a cannon or a speeder bike. And I really dig the minifigure selection. This is right on par with the 501st Troopers because you got 3 different types of figures with a total of 4 figures because you got the duplicate for the Imperial Commanders. You got 1 man Mandalorian, 1 woman Mandalorian, which sounds contradictory. Woman-Dalorian? Okay, that sounds like a female version of Doc Brown's car from Back to the Future. Anyway, I love the blue and silver color schemes and all the subtle differences in the outfits. If I can pop these off and show off right here. See if I can get it to focus. There we go. This guy's got kind of the smooth segment right here. And then he's got the matching little pleats, whatever you call these, on the legs. With, of course, the straight T-mask. Looking pretty cool. But then with the woman, we've got much different design. The most obvious part being the different shape of the mask. But she's got these little markings here on the armor. Then she's got, if you can see that, like a holster. And then the boot parts. Prints, if you will. So yeah, I like all those little details that they've added for the Mandalorians. And then these guys are identical. Might as well show one of those up close. There's the Imperial, the Elite Commanders. Both of these with their fancy little backpacks and everything. Looking pretty cool. And you got your detonator over here. And then they actually gave us a second detonator. See that little guy? So you could like pop it into his hand. I can imagine if you did that, one of the stormtroopers would tell the other one, "Careful, you idiot, you'll blow us both to kingdom come." To quote a clip from a 1965 film, The Great Race, starring Jack Lemmon and Peter Falk, in a scene where they were trying to ambush their nemesis with a guided missile. Jack Lemmon was telling Peter Falk that, and that's a classic. I always laugh at that, but I digress. So, as far as play features are concerned, first and foremost, we have this really cool little pivoting miscellaneous accessory that allows the guy to fly. And then we have, you can see here, got our little blaster rifle clip that you can stash a rifle or anything else on. And we got one other clip over on this side that you can stash something on. Other than that, that's about it for the main playset. And then we've got this little cannon, which pivots nicely. And you can flick fire the little red studs out of there, I believe. You can cram it in there. Hold on. Haven't done this before. Oh, there it is. And then, pew, boom. That really shoots out of there. Alright, and then you got your box that your detonator goes inside of nicely. Yeah. So overall, for the price I paid for this little guy, I paid $7.99. I got an extreme value. Most stores have it at $12.99 or $12.49 right now, which is still a great value in my opinion. $19.99, if that's the cheapest you can get it, I would wait until it goes back down, because it probably will. But For $12.99 or less, I would absolutely recommend. This one is right on par with the 501st Troops for me, and I could totally see army building Mandalorians, army build Imperial troops just as much as you could army build clones. So my only qualm, literally the only thing I can think about to complain about at all, or to nitpick about, is just the black heads. If LEGO could create the printed heads for all 4 clone troops, why couldn't they do it for 2 Mandalorians and the 2 Imperial Stormtroops, I wonder? Even though that would be possibly 4 different head prints, they've done it in the battle packs with the Jedi and clones, haven't they? With 2 different Jedi and then a couple clones, that's like 3 head prints. So I don't see where they spent that money elsewhere in the set to add other features or something. So that's the one thing I would nitpick about. But overall, still 4 out of 5 stars for me. And it only misses the 1 star because of the heads. So yeah, it's my opinion overall. Recommended. Catch y'all on the next video.